Want subtitle? Click on CC and please like and subscribe. Leftist prosecutor jails Marine after home intruder shoots him, then she helped the thug. There's some stories that will piss you off to no end, and this is one of them. Joey Nelson, a proud Marine, was at his home with his baby boy, his fiancée, and a few of his friends, when they hears a hard pounding on the front door of their home. Someone was trying to force their way in, Fox 2 Detroit reports. Since he had no clue who the guy outside was, Nelson grabbed his gun and headed for the door, warning the man to go away or he's going to shoot. That's when things took a really bad turn. The man outside was 39-year-old Michael Wilson, and he has hitting Nelson's door so violently that he cracked the door frame. Obviously he was trying to get into the home. According to Steve Wilson, Joey's father, Joey started yelling at the man to get the hell away from his house, then he opened the door. He opened up the door because he was standing here in the yard, Steve Nelson said. Joey told him to get off his property, and at that time, Wilson produced a gun and started shooting at my son. Nelson's family yelled for everyone to get downstairs after he was shot in the hip by Wilson. He then called 911 as he fired back at Wilson in pure self-defense. Fearing for his own life, and realizing that he just committed attempted murder after an attempted home invasion, Wilson ran off before police arrived. Thankfully, police later caught up with Wilson and arrested him, but the charged aren't what you'd think they are. Leftist Detroit prosecutor Kim Worthy only charged 39-year-old Michael Wilson with carrying a concealed weapon after shooting a Marine during an attempted home invasion. The victim remains in jail on a $150,000 bond for several felonies. Officials said Wednesday the three people involved in the shooting, Corey Wilhite, 24, of Garden City, Joseph Nelson, 28, of Westland, and Michael Wilson, 39, of Detroit, were arrested after the shooting, officials said. Wilhite has been charged in court with disguising her identification to police officer and possession of improper prescription drugs, both misdemeanors. A judge set her bond at $50,000 and scheduled her next court appearance for Tuesday. Nelson has been charged with assault with intent to commit murder, assault with intent to do great bodily harm less than murder, assault with a dangerous weapon, and felony firearm possession. If convicted, he faces up to life in prison. A judge set his bond at $150,000 and scheduled his next court appearance for next week, Thursday. Wilson has been charged with carrying a concealed weapon, a felony punishable by up to 5 years in prison. A judge set Wilson's bond at $5,000 and scheduled his next court appearance for next week, Thursday. The worst part of all of this? Wilson made bail and is walking the streets a free man, while Nelson remains in jail because his bond is so high due to the numerous felonies he was charged with. This is what the left has turned Detroit into. Homeowners defending their families get hit with multiple felonies, while the bad guy, the man who tried to break into a home and then shot the homeowner, gets a slap on the wrist. How sickening!